So many of you have tagged me on videos that discuss the Data Act of 2023, which in short bans TikTok. So first of all, just in case something happens, you can find links to my Instagram page and my YouTube page on my profile. But in essence, what is the Data Act and what does it do? It would do two things. Number one, it would change a portion of what's known as the Berman Amendment, which states just several decades ago that currently in its current form precludes the president from regulating, in essence, information and material, so that once that is changed, it would allow the president to enact a ban on certain apps. And why is that? Because when in 2020, President Trump tried to ban TikTok, what was discussed in court was the Berman Amendment, and it was that very amendment discussed in court that then blocked Trump's attempt to ban TikTok. Number two, it would require the president to impose fines on companies that, as the bill calls it, may facilitate or may contribute to facilitating a huge list of activities from Beijing. And that huge list, I think, is a problem. So essentially, this act would remove all of the barriers that have traditionally prevented people that were interested in doing so from banning TikTok. Now, the act, in my opinion, as I read it, is fairly shady for a number of reasons. Number one, it was passed by the committee on very clear party lines and very hurriedly. It's now going to the House. Number two, it is obviously an impingement on the First Amendment rights of TikTok users. And number three, and I think as importantly, if not most importantly, it is extremely vague and broad in the description of what constitutes a violation of the acts that are forbidden. Now, as I said, the bill has passed the committee vote. It now goes to the House floor for voting. If and when it gets voted, it goes to the Senate. If and when the Senate passes it, then it goes to the president's desk for signature. So there's still a lot of steps that need to happen with this, and we don't know the timeline. The ACLU has already sent a letter to lawmakers formally expressing their concern about the effect on free speech that a law like this would have. What can you do? What I tell you that you can and should always do, and that is express your concern to your representative. Send a letter to your House representative and to your senator. Email them, contact them, tell them how you feel about this bill, and ask them to put in writing what their position officially is about a bill like this. Democracy isn't dead yet.